YouTube, what it do? This is Huncho TV. You now tuned in to my latest drop. And if you made it this far, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And just know, your time here is highly respected and greatly appreciated here on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so just to give y'all a little bit of context to what y'all watching, what y'all just witnessed was a shootout that happened in North Carolina. It was between, obviously, the bus driver and the passenger. Now, the reason this shooting happened was because supposedly the passenger had requested to be let off somewhere in between stops, and the bus driver just wasn't having that shit. Now, I can only assume that the reason the bus driver wasn't having that was because it's just company policy, right? I'm not sure if any of y'all ever rode the bus. I have before in my past time, and I've never been on a bus or witnessed a bus stopping somewhere in between the bus stops. And for y'all who don't know what stopping in between stops means, it means stopping anywhere that's not a bus stop, basically, right? And again, like I said, I could be wrong, but I think it's just company policy as to why that didn't happen. But this is what transcribed out of that whole situation right there. You see, you see the little hop? Y'all see the little hop? Y'all see the little hop? Yeah, he had a little hop. Watch that shit. Alright, so this next scene that y'all about to see is basically from inside of the cab. Now, what you see here is you see one innocent bystander, and then you see one more innocent bystander here with the pink shorts. They were the only two that was here to witness this on this bus at the time of this shooting. So you see the young boy, he on demon time. Look at him. Demon time. I'm laughing, but this shit is just sad, man. Like, he instantly knew he was finna crash out the moment he made this face. Like, this ain't even the same person that had came and asked, hey, can you drop me off at the gas station? Because that was the initial question. So look at that. Straight crash out face. He about to crash out. You ever see a young bull do this face right here? He about to crash out. Look at that. Look at that. Demonic. Like, so you got a shoe and a phone. I'm assuming that shoe belonged to the dude in the pink shorts. And this is basically the exterior of the whole bus, the exterior camera. Anyway, so just to give y'all a little bit more context to this clip, The bus driver, he just suffered a simple gunshot wound to the arm, I believe, and was released as soon as possible. Now, at first, the passenger, he did suffer life-threatening injuries. However, he has recovered, and ultimately, the bus driver, he was, terminated from his position with this company. The reason he got terminated was because the company does not permit any employees, staff, or personnel to be on a bus with a firearm. And it's actually clearly visible here in this camera here. So if you look here, firearms are prohibited. So he was terminated from his job. But on the bright side of that, he wasn't charged. I guess the prosecution believed it to be self-defense. In my opinion, that's exactly what it looks like. However, this gentleman right here, he, like I said, he did suffer life-threatening injuries, but he did recover. And he was ultimately charged with aggravated assault. None of the passengers were injured in this video, and I don't believe any of the bystanders or passerbys on the exterior of the bus. But it kind of makes me wonder and raise a question, right? If this question hasn't already been raised, and I'm pretty sure it has. Shouldn't we allow our transporters, public transporters, to arm themselves for situations like this? In my personal opinion, I think we should. There are way too many times where they end up in these type of situations, and some of them don't make it out alive, and that's unfortunate. I just gotta say, like, had that bus driver not had his gun on him at that very moment, he probably wouldn't be here today. Honestly. And those people on that bus may not be here as well. You know what I mean? Because let's just say he did shoot the bus driver. Now who's driving the bus? Right? So there you go, putting everybody's life at a guaranteed risk. And then you also put in more of the passerbyers' lives at risk as well. Because you never know, you might run into a parking lot where there's a bunch of people. You might run into ongoing traffic. It's a lot of things that could have transpired out of this had that bus driver been killed at this very moment. But luckily he didn't. Now, I am glad that no one died in this clip, but I do hope justice was served where it needed to be served, because I highly doubt this bus driver was just on some bullshit, to be frank. I believe that he was solely doing his job and following the policy, and the passenger was just some YN who probably never got told no in a day in his life. You know what I mean? So he had a temper tantrum. But I digress. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment section. I'm eager to hear what y'all opinions is. If y'all like content like this, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. This is Huncho TV. I'll be sure to get more to y'all. Peace.